You're road tripping with Todd Sawatzky Appraisals. Welcome to part 7 of this in-depth guided tour through Hockey Hall of Fame's Resource Centre. In part 6, we got to see the preservation of hockey moving picture film. We even saw some original film reels from 1924. Truly incredible that it still exists today. In part 7, we're going to be looking at hockey cards. Okay, now we're in a hockey card section. I mean, I actually got into hockey memorabilia because of hockey cards, and I know my collection has evolved. I mean, nothing compared to what we see here today, but I see a very unique way of you storing the hockey cards here. And what are maybe some of the newer stuff items you have compared to some of the older items you have?
Sure. Very good. And so we hang the cards so that they hang straight. To keep them. Granted, if you keep them in a box, they will sit nicely, but then you can't easily find things.
That happens.
If it's in a binder, the binder will curl, usually card 9 or card 18, card 27, curls a bit because of the...
especially on the ring lines.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So this is one of the reasons, but also I wanted to condense the collection, but I wanted to pull everything together. So we have hockey cards, cigarette cards. We have premiums that are issued by companies, which may be a beverage company or another food company or otherwise.
Oh yeah,
and
there's no shortage of those for sure.
Correct. So the idea is that we've had pieces in our collections and I put them in the season or era where it needs to go. So if we're looking to pull a display, and say I need to find something of King Clancy, well, I don't have to look far for looking at a card, or maybe one of the beverage premiums that were made available.
All right, fantastic. So I see everything's got a nice label here. We got a lot at 2019-20. So Upper Deck, of course, is...
It's been a long time. They originally started to license images with us, and I would think for...
1990.
At least, well, they didn't start then. It was the mid-90s. And probably for the last 25 years, they've been a formal sponsor.
Okay. Oh, that's great. Yeah.
Yeah. So they've been wonderful. So we don't have a set of everything. And even today's issues, I just received the Canadian Hockey League box.
Okay.
That doesn't guarantee us a set.
Yeah.
However, it guarantees us a part of a set. And then hopefully in time we'll get the other cards donated either from
other collectors
or a collector store. There's a collector store in Kitchener-Waterloo that really helps us immensely. Okay. And then, but there's also individuals that'll go, hey, what do you need? And so that's for the contemporary. Okay. And we're not necessarily going to get my main concern is getting the base set. If we get any of the other subsets, that's wonderful. Okay. Well, as we go back, our goal is to get all the base sets. And any subset that was issued. And
because more modern stuff, they've done with the inserts and the different kinds of even parallels and everything. There's so many rarities and sometimes one of one, so there's no guarantee you'll ever get that. So having the base sets or short printed rookies are nice to have, but not necessarily guaranteed. But previous to that, any of the rookies or whatever were just part of the set.
Correct. Yeah, correct. It's, the whole...
Yeah, so you could still build the set, and card industry's changed a lot.
Guys like yourself or other collectors, maybe collectors who's 18, and maybe when he's 68, he'll donate his collection or parts of the collection to help us fill in. Okay. So we try to get 3 sets, perhaps of the older ones, 2 sets of the contemporary ones, but it's all merged together. It's as you can see it here. And we're 1880s up until the 1930s.
1880s, wow. So those are some of the cigar. Are we able to pull any of that out?
So I'll just pull this initial. So this would be a trade card that features a
hockey
like image.
So it's almost almost like a small postcard size.
Right, and so that would be something that would advertise a company, and you would keep it. It's like a business card, basically. And then we got into the then they realized, oh, this is popular, and the individual piece of cardboard that was positioned between cigarettes to separate the rows. They realized, hey, if we put a picture on here, people might buy our brand, and subsequently, you know, as
and it's evolved.
Evolved. There's different companies, and now Upper Deck does a variety of different unique products that you know, we might buy this one or that one. And so
you have your different price grades that you can play with for sure.
So they're all preserved here.
Fantastic.
And now it's easy to find it. And when we find something on the shelf, I now know it's something issued, but from company X or which company Y.
Okay. Thank you so much. I found it incredibly interesting to see how they stored their hockey cards. And it was also truly incredible to see that old postcard dating back to the 1880s that came out of an old cigar pack of hockey being depicted. The game of hockey is estimated to have been born around 1875. So to see the game depicted on a postcard within roughly 10 years is truly remarkable. In part 8, we're going to see some Gretzky memorabilia, so stay tuned for that. If you have any suggestions for any future road tripping videos, or any of my other video series, like Treasures from the Vault, Hobby Heroes, or Appraisal Definitions, I would love to hear from you. Please feel free to add your comments below. Please like and subscribe to my page. If you would like an appraisal done for yourself, please email me or contact me via any of my social media links. Until next time.